So this is one of the readings that I haven't told you that I wanted to do, but here we go. This reading is all about how do you connect, or in what way do you connect to your twin flames higher self, to your person's higher self. We're gonna talk about twin flames because here within a twin flame connection we do have the this very rare connection to their higher self. I don't see it in soulmates, I just see it in twin flames until now. So you know, it's like this connection to their higher self that guides you, and I want to see in what way do you have a connection to your, or to the higher self of your person. Okay, in what way do you have this connection? Are they a friend? Are they a lover? Like, what are they to you? Like, in what way? Yeah, this is very, very interesting. I also will do another reading about this because the bonds are very different that you have to their higher self, which is guiding you most of the time. Yeah, so let's look into this. Our pair one, I chose these beautiful potions. I haven't used them in a long time. Look at this. This is such a beautiful music bed potion that I have here. Beautiful blue glitter and pearls in there. And we do have the rabbit moon that wanted to come out for this pile. For part two, we have this beautiful eclipse, and we have the, yeah, wow, maybe that means something for you, to some of you. So I'm gonna hold this. These are the angel tears. You see how this is like, there are golden pearls in there, and then we have the angel, yeah, and a little cute flower on top. So if you feel drawn to that reading, this is pile 2. Pile 3 is the beautiful bluish flower, the heart. And then we have these blue pearls, almost look like blueberries, don't they? Actually they were white ones, but with the coloring of the water, they like turned out to be blueberries. So, and this is the moon to it, okay? And if you feel drawn to pile 4, this is this beautiful potion, the angel see-through potions. So we have, let me show you, I have to look at this. This is so gorgeous. So there is like silver dust in there. These are there are these little cute shining in all colors, rainbow color stones on there. We have the mirror here, the heart. So, and you have this beautiful moon, yeah, and because I glittered, like the glitter fell now everywhere. So and if you're drawn to this moon, that card that came with it, okay, so if this is yeah, if you feel drawn to that potion, then please choose pile 4. We're gonna work with just one deck today, okay? This is a Japanese deck that I'm using today. I really love it very much. So we're just using one deck, and we're gonna see what is your relation to the higher self of your twin flame, okay? So we're gonna look into this. Take care, and I see you. Bye. Oh, hello my pair one. Welcome to your beautiful reading. Welcome to your beautiful potion. Look at this. This is the potion that you chose. Look how beautiful this looks like with the bat on top. So, and a rabbit moon. So we're gonna look into let me put this so it looks nice. I'm gonna shuffle the deck while I'm talking. So guys, also if you're new here, please sign up to the channel, okay? Got a lot of new purple lights coming. So yeah, so we're talking now about the connection to the higher self of your person, okay? Not to your higher self, to the higher self of your person. As you know, in twin flame connection, well, maybe not many of you know, but you know, you're working very closely together with the higher self of your twin flame. So you're more connected to the higher self of your twin flame. So this is very interesting now when it comes to the part, like what kind of connection do you share? Because I noticed they are completely different. Like you know, sometimes it's like you even break up with the higher self. Like, it's for real. You can see it almost as like a 5D connection, 5D relationship sometimes. And when you break up, you know what happens, because some of us, you know, in the real world, when we break up with our, you know, with people, we don't see them anymore. So are we not guided by this divine masculine higher self then anymore? You know what happens. So I want to look into the energy of the one that you're connected right now, because as you know, I do have more than one twin flame, and I do think that also you connect in a different way to their higher selves, and you are with one higher self all the time. You're not with all of them at the same time. You're, of course, like in a monogamous relationship, you're with one person at a time, and that's how it is with twin flames. That's what I believe. Please always know, when I say these things, they come from my own experience. This is something that I experienced, where I draw from my own experiences also, and with that, you know, comes the knowledge that comes in from spirit. So please always know it's a mixture of that. I cannot like speak for everyone, you know. Some of you might have different experiences in that field, okay? Because we'll all go through different journeys. It's not all the same, right? Zoop, have one. What kind of relationship do you have with the twin flame that you're connecting with right now, with their higher self? And this is also very interesting for our divine counterparts to see, because they want to probably also know, like, what are you doing with my higher self? You know, like, how do you guys like, what are you doing? You know, it's also very important that the divine counterparts doesn't view their higher self as like a rival, because it's not. It's like them in the 5D. So it's kind of funny or kind of strange when you think about this, but that's how it is, you know. So let's look into these beautiful cards. So first card came out with the Page of Swords. Okay, so I will like draw some cards, and you see how beautiful this is, like reflecting the colors. See how the colors are reflecting? Interesting. So here we have a divine counterpart, a divine higher self from this counterpart of yours. This one is spying on people. Yeah, so what are they doing? Like, they know a lot, you know. Well, we always say like divine counterparts know everything. They don't. Yeah, spirit is not inviting them to know everything about your journey, because, you know, your divine counterpart is connecting to your higher self while you're connecting to their higher self, and basically you still are on the journey. So spirit is not like, it's not that belief system that the higher selves or the spiritual souls, that they know everything. They don't. Yeah, it's spirit that knows everything, but spirit is kind of like an organization. I don't even know how to describe that. It's not that the souls know everything in the 5D realms, okay? Whatcha? Duh. Sorry, guys. We have the Ace of Coins. Beautiful. Let me look this. Look at this. Ace of Coins. This is so cute. And the sun. Wow, very fiery. Very fiery. So this is someone like this higher self for sure. The first thing I notice is that they send you energy. Yeah, they this higher self is very concerned about your energy. So it's like someone that wants to make you happy and wants to send you energy, especially for work. Like, you could feel that every time when you're working, you are energized, yeah, for some kind of reason. Even if you haven't slept like the whole night, you still have the energy to do your work. This is very important. This is how the higher self of your person, they kind of like, yeah, they give you energy back. Okay. You chose that potion with the bed. I also feel that the higher self is watching over you while you're sleeping. I definitely see that. They're watching over you, that no one is coming into your space while you're sleeping. They're kind of making sure that you are okay with getting enough rest. Also that, you know, when this divine counterpart is like watching over your sleep, they also send you the dreams. This is what I'm seeing. Like they send you the dreams that they want, that you experience, yeah, with them. So I definitely see that. Yeah. What else? We have the Page of Swords. This higher self is communicating with you through music. Yeah, we have the music here. So they definitely, like, you check out a lot of music, you have a playlist, or, you know, when there's a song coming in that they want to talk to you about, they're sending you this. Like, you actively communicate with your higher self, kind of like on the basis of music as well. I want to get more cards, because as you know, I'm figuring out always in the first in the reading what kind of relationship you have. So let's look what this is. So why is the Page of Swords here? Why is the Page of Swords here? Please give me a card. I'm not reading uprights or downrights, I mean. So we have the Nine of Swords. This is like, again, you know, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords. This person is communicating a lot with you. Like, they're talking to you, even in dreams. Like, you also meet them in dreams because they're sending you. I also feel that they're sending you dreams that they want you to experience with them. Seven of Wands for the Ace of Coins. Yeah, they're what I'm also seeing is, you know, whatever dream they want you to experience, this is what they send you. And they also keep away. Divine counterparts can do that. Yeah, they can enter the dream space and send you what you want. So they could send you a lot of lasting dreams. I mean, look at this, Seven of Wands. Also, this person is coming in your dreams, like, if it's not like, because the Seven of Wands is also, you see here all these communication wands. So the fire, you know, and she has not really much on, right? So, and also this is like flirting with the wink, you know, this person is flirting with you in your dreams. Let's see what the Sun is. This is the fire energy here. Can you tell me what the Sun is? Two of Wands, look at this. Roses. Sending you roses. Like, you guys are, you see how this is like a twin flame couple? This is so cute. So they're sending you like a lot of powerful energy that you think of them. And this is to telling you, you know, we're on one string. We can do this together. It could be that at this moment you sent them. It's like your higher selves are re-energizing each other at the same time. Isn't that cute? That's what I'm getting in here. So it's like you guys are re-energizing like each other. And they send you the dreams, that's for sure. They could also talk to you in dreams or motivate you. I see a lot of affirmation. Okay. I feel this is a friendship that turned into a love situation. Let me read the bunny in the moon. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. It feels like this higher self is watching you closely. Like they're always watching you. Like you have probably this feeling that someone is checking you out. I also felt this with the Page of Swords, this feeling of someone is watching me. But this comes because this higher self is looking over you, looking, like taking care and making sure that everything is okay. Like they're actively watching you. This is really interesting. With the pentacle here, though, it feels definitely like a relationship. This feels like, guys, honestly, this feels like if you were friends and then it turned into something later on. But it doesn't feel like first love. It feels like as if you and this higher self are kind of like a team. It could also be a friendship. Could also be like something if you don't feel it, like if you don't have any sexual dreams with that person. I know that, this... you don't really have, I said this before in one of my readings and in lives, that I don't think if you have a lot of sexual dreams that this is your twin flame speaking. I know that when you have a dream that your twin flame is also having, your real twin flame, like in 3D at the same time, it's not having something to do with sexual magic. I do feel it has something to do more with talking, motivation. It's like you meet up, you have a conversation, or you just meet and hold hands. Because every time, it could either be that at this time, my journey with my twin flame was very innocent, or that it's for real like this, because every time I dreamed in the beginning of my twin flame, I had like these non-sexual dreams. There was no sexual dream about me and my twin flame. So, and I know that my twin flame dreamed the same dream as me at the same time. So I know when these dreams are not really sexual, then they're like, like very, very soft things, like kissing and maybe making out even, but like these wild sexual meeting up in the astral planes. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is also a thing that we can discuss. What is the difference between these dreams, and could it be that we do meet in the astral planes for having sexual encounters with our twin flame, and in what way do we dream it in the same way? Yeah, we should really talk about this, because the journey is different, right? And since I also have different twins, I experience different things, I must say. So it's kind of like, it's different. Yeah, I cannot really say this anymore, or say that only mild dreams tell you that this is a twin flame journey, because I was, like in the beginning, I was really sure about this, but I'm not so sure anymore, because I advanced in a journey. And so maybe it's part of an advancement, I don't know. Who knows? But what I can definitely show you or say to you, pile one, is that this feels like as if you and this higher self, like they're coming across like someone that's watching you, that's making sure everything is okay, but in a very loving way. Okay, so this is the relationship that you have with your twin flame's higher self. Let's get some more cute heart cards for this. Something that Spirit wants to tell you, or this is which is important for this journey, pile one. Okay, this card wants to come up. So we have this card that comes out again. So I did a reading about this. I think about the celibacy. So you are definitely single, guys. You're not meeting up. When I see this, and this came out in my celibacy reading, you are someone that's not dating someone else, okay? You are definitely not mingling with other people other than your twin flame, or you're single, you're not dating, you're not seeing anyone. What else? Yeah, this one came out too. Love conquers all. Wow. There's love here. Yeah, I saw that. It's like, this is what I saw with we're a team, we can make it together, and I love you, you know. It's not strategy, it's not Scrabble, you know, it's not just letters, it's real, it's our love. So this I do feel there's a lot of love coming from your twin flame's higher self, okay? Very beautiful. So that's all what I'm having, my pile 1. I hope you liked this reading, and I hope to see you again. Please sign up to our channel. Bye. Hello, my pile 2. So you chose this beautiful angel tears. Look how gorgeous. It's golden. It has these beautiful white pearls in there. So, and the angel charm. So let's see. What kind of connection do you have with your twin flame's higher self? What kind of connection do you have with your twin flame's higher self? So let's look into this. First card coming out is the, oh wow, the star. That's gorgeous. I love these cards. They're so gorgeous. Look at this. The star is a very healing one. So, you know, the star is all about healing. The star is all about meeting up at night. The star is all about hope. So, I definitely feel this higher self came in when you needed hope. Like, your awakening to this twin flame journey that we're talking about, you know, came with a sense of, yeah, I mean, like the eclipse. This was like an, you know, a meeting that happened that the universe, you know, made. That they said, well, you guys need to meet up, you know. So this is what I'm seeing here. It's like this higher self came in, and they all come in when you meet your twin flame. This higher self came when you were out of hope. So this person brought hope back to your life. This higher self brought this person and brought the hope back into your life. We have the 8 of Swords. This is someone that's freeing you. Yeah, beautiful. So they're like the you know, they're cutting the chains. They're cutting any chains. Wow. Beautiful. Very strong higher self. Very I see here someone radiating almost. It's also as if they have like different ways of cutting yourself free. So it's like they came in. This is like someone that came in and wanted to, that you are impressed by them. I do have the feeling like someone that comes in and really is practical and saying, you know, wait a minute, what, there's no hope for you? Okay, here I'm coming with my twin flame and or with your twin flame, but I'm cutting you free and you will have hope again. Something like this. They're very cute, very wow, the world. Wow, look at this. Wow. Yeah, maybe with the angel tears, it almost feels as if you were calling for this with the star. This is a calling for them. You see how she holds the world? This twin flame means a lot for you. And also their higher self, it's almost as if this higher self is your everything. It's like you immediately felt at home with this higher self, you know. It's like You know how I don't even know how to tell you this, but there are different ways on how to recognize the higher selves, and they have different energies, you know. It's kind of hard for me to explain because no one would believe that, but it is for real like this. So this higher self here, it's almost when you recognized your twin flame, it's immediately this higher self basically brought in this twin flame. So they were first with you because you called them. So you have here, I definitely feel that. And I'm not just saying this because of this pile. You do have a much, much, much stronger connection to the higher self here than to the twin flame. Yeah. And I must say that if you have a famous twin flame, you do have a stronger connection with the higher self. It's always like this. Yeah, for those of us in twin flame connections with famous personalities, we are guided by their higher self. We do have a stronger connection because the higher self is basically meeting up with us in 3D as kind of like an energy. So we do have a stronger connection to to this presence. Yeah, it is just like this because most of the times we do not meet the divine counterpart or very late in the journey. So you do have this connection to this higher self more, and you're easily like you're attached. As soon as you meet them, you're like, wow, you're attached. Queen of Coins. Wow. Yeah, look at this little bird here. This is how the star. You were in a situation in your life, guys, where you felt like trapped. You see how this is like this? Yeah, I don't know. It's almost as if this is you and this higher self just came and swooped you off your feet. Yeah? And they just came and saved you from whatever you felt. You were definitely calling out for this. This is what it's telling me. You were calling out for this higher self with the Queen of Coins. You brought, basically you were calling out in 3D because coins are in 3D. You were sitting there and you were in a situation where you saw yourself trapped in, and you were calling out. That's why the star is. You were calling out for this counterpart because you were yearning for your twin flame that is connected, or that is, of course, there's this counterpart, higher self, you know. So we have the 9 of Coins. Yeah, look how she is like strong. And they, this person, you know, this is someone very confident. Someone that says, okay, I'm coming, you know. And they're like a fighter. Look how they're like fighting, you know. They helped you to become strong again and to fight your way out of your situation. This divine counterpart really helped you to become independent again, that you have hope again, that you can free yourself from whatever situation you were in, and that's why you're so attached. This is like a situation where someone comes in, helps you to get on your knees again, and it's like you're forever thankful, but you also fell in love with that higher self, right? So you love that higher self, or you love your twin flame very much, because we always connect the higher selves to their twin flames, of course, because that's our hope, right? In 3D. So, wow. The world is the 8 of Wands. That's gorgeous. Look at this. You're very telepathically connected to this twin flame as well. I do sense here that, you know, on the internet here, there's communication on the internet with your twin flame. And this higher self, they are making sure that you guys are connected. They're almost like messenger, like a messenger is coming through. Here, I don't sense a very much separation between the higher self and the twin flame in 3D, because I do feel here that you're very connected to this flame as well. It almost feels as if you are in communication. Maybe you guys live in different countries, or maybe you have like there is a situation where you are just communicating on the internet because you cannot meet up because of some circumstances, or you're in separation. But this higher self definitely is a messenger. Like if your twin flame is not reacting, they do. It's like you're connected to them, and they try to they try to be a messenger to bring the messages to your twin flame at the same moment they deliver that. So you have a very high telepathy here with your twin flame. And if the twin flame for some kind of reason is not answering, they're answering. They're like their messenger. It's very interesting. It's almost like well, I have a connection like this because that's how I know. It's like when I was asking my twin flame to do something, like via spirit, they didn't really answer. So their higher self answered. Yeah. So this is almost like this feeling of, in case they are hindered in 3D to do something, I'm gonna do it. You know, it's like a replacement. But they would never, you know, if the twin, like, I don't know how to say that. This is like, you know, the first, like if you are asking something spirit, or you're asking this twin flame to bring the messages to your divine counterpart, they would immediately bring that via telepathy. So you do have a very high sensed connection with that twin flame. I do also think that you're already in contact if it's a famous person, and that they know about you, and that they there is some kind of relationship, because you know, the Queen of Coins almost gives this feeling of that they have to take care. They have the, I don't even know how to say that. It's like their higher, it's like your twin flame told this higher self to take care of you if they are hindered, you know. So if you're asking something and your twin flame cannot answer the calling, this higher self will do it. Okay, so this is very strange, but this is how it works here. So they're kind of like a copy of your twin flame, and they're like being there for you when your twin flame in 3D is not reacting to something. Okay, this is really, really crazy. But they could also message your stuff to themselves, right? I mean, this is their higher self, so whatever your needs are, your twin flame knows. They know a lot about you, because this is like a messenger. This is like, I don't even know how to say that, because it's your twin flame's higher self. It's kind of like they're also talking about you, you know. It's like I don't know how they do it, via you know, like thoughts. They probably won't sit there in their room and talk with a ghost about you, but this is how sometimes it works, you know. You exchange thoughts. And so I do think that this twin flame knows a lot about you. Okay, let's read these the eclipse thing. It says, I know myself deeply, yes, and I find myself worthy. I told you. This twin flame told their higher self, if I'm hindered, take care of my twin flame, you know. Whatever they wish, you kind of do it. Because at the moment I'm busy, or, you know, whatever. This is so cool. So it's definitely something that they're like, you know, your twin flame knows, and they kind of like ordered their higher self, you know, like to take care of you. That's so cute. Wow. So we have, I wanted to get two cards. We have this card. It says intense. The intensity of a true soul connection include great highs and great lows. So with this intense, you have a very intense connection. Also the, you know, with the 8 of Wands, the connection to this higher self is very intense. And I do think that if they visit you in dreams, you cannot differentiate between higher self and twin flame. It's almost like as if they take the form, like, or if this is your real twin flame that is visiting you. I do think that the borders here, they're like, you can't differentiate. It's just, I mean, it's just one in in 3D as well, right? But sometimes, especially for soul bonds with celebrities, you meet their higher self in like the higher realms, and then their higher self is completely different than their like real 3D. I have that as well. Like, guys, there exist like higher selves that are completely different than their 3D self. And then there are higher selves that are completely alike. And this is the one that is completely alike. So you can't really differentiate. It's like when you meet up in dreams, you meet up with your twin flame. If they have the same dream, I don't know. It happens. Yeah, it could be. What else, Spirit? Yeah, and then we have rekindle. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. So there is this, oh, I didn't even see that. Look at this. When you put two together, it kind of forms like a flower. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. Wow. I feel here what's going on here is that this higher self is mainly there to be like the knitting force. That's why I'm saying like that holds you together. It's almost like the glue in between the two of you, like you and this twin flame, and they are like holding this together so that you can dream, that you can meet, that you can communicate in some kind of way. Yeah, it's almost why, that's why I said this about the flower. It's like they are there that you and your twin flame can rekindle and can like you know, have this some kind of exchange while you are in separation. Why are the tears there? I feel that you guys are missing each other very much. Yeah, with a flower. You guys are missing each other very much, yeah? And that's why I feel this higher self sees them like, it's more like a bonding between the two of you, yeah? This is the relationship here. It's like them and your twin flame are just one, okay? I mean, it's one, but it's also one with what I just said. I don't even know how to say that more detailed. Yeah. Okay, guys, I hope you got it, and I see you again. Please sign up to the channel if you haven't yet. Bye. Hello, my pile 3. You chose this beautiful mana potion. So we have these little cute, they really look like blueberries. I just noticed because they were white, like these pearls, they were white. Now because they are in this beautiful bluish glitter, they became blueberries. Cute. So let's see. Let's see. So we're gonna look into what kind of connection you have to your twin flame's higher self, and it's very cute. Ah! And everything is falling down. I feel this twin flame higher self, it's kind of nervous. I don't know what's going on. Like, why are all my cards are falling down? Like, everything fell down just now. Let's see, Spirit. So first card out, 3 of Cups. So you definitely have you are one of the people that, I don't know if it's like a normal thing or if this is, you know, just for a few, but you have more than one twin flame, or maybe you have soulmates, yeah, that you connect with. I don't want to look at soulmates, higher selves, but it could be that there are more, you know, 3 of Cups. There are like 3. You see this? So it could be that there are more than one spirit guide, or this this twin flame's higher self, when they came into your life, they came as a friend, or they came with others. They were not coming alone. Yeah, maybe that's what it means. They came with others, or they came with someone else, like a friend. They definitely didn't come alone. So maybe it was very hard for you to distinguish their energy, who the higher self is. Four of Swords. Wow, I love this card. Look at this. They're very powerful and very like when I see this card, the Four of Swords, this is really amazing, because usually the Four of Swords is this card of being peaceful and being very quiet. And here on this card, I mean, that's not looking like a quiet card. That's looking like the opposite. Like when I'm coming, you know, I'm doing something dramatic. It has this energy with the mana. You know, you also chose that potion. And it says here, run out of spells, never run out of spells again. So this is like a higher self. They're really helping you to come into your power. Okay, so their main source, or their main connection to you is, or their purpose when they came was, let's say it like this, when they came, their purpose was to bring this new water to you. And they didn't come alone. You were with either another soulmate or a twin flame at this time, and they were pouring new energy. Look at how beautiful this looks, almost like a rainbow. How beautiful. They were pouring new energy into your soul, into this connection. Okay, so this is someone that brings peace by chaos. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing, because this is the card for peace. I bring peace by chaos, by awakening you, by bringing chaos, by making you feel alive again, kind of like this energy. Let's see more. The Empress. Do you dress up for this higher self? They love when you dress up. Like, look at her. It's like almost as if she's doing selfies. So I don't know, but they admire you. I see with the Empress, there's almost like an admiration, you know. There's this kind of like admiration connection where this person, they came, they brought you, you know, they make you come out of your shell. Maybe you glow up, or you, when this divine counterpart came, you really experienced a big glow up, like you dressed differently, you had all these new ideas. It's kind of like as if you came alive again. Yeah. So they definitely came as someone who is more like a advisor, right? Someone who's advising you, like, this would look better on you. I would do this. You should try this. You should dress like this. You should, you have the feeling since, you know, when you met this twin flame, you became like a totally different person. Like someone was instructing you to look different, to do different things, to be powerful, to maybe you also started a lot of new things when they came. Like this is someone that definitely came when a new chapter came into your life. Yeah, this twin flame and their higher self, they brought this new chapter. So why is the Three of Cups here? And it could be that it felt like Page of Swords. Yeah, like a friend that is giving you instructions, like a friend that is telling you what to do with a Page of Swords. This is like a very friendly energy here. Also with the Empress, I see kind of admiration towards you. Let's see if there's more. But they came definitely as a friend advisor, as someone who's advising you, and you felt immediately connected to this higher self. Six of Cups. Wow, the Four of Swords and the Six of Cups. I don't know why it feels like this, but I'm having the feeling with this adoration that also this divine counterpart's higher self is making you gifts a lot. I don't know, but it could be that they're not telling you a lot and then they surprise you, because that's what the Six of Cups is about. It's about the exchange of energy and also the exchange of I don't even know what you say to that. A secret admirer, maybe? Like someone who's gifting you behind the scenes the things, and then you think, oh my gosh, where is this coming from? It's like you experience a lot of, you know, and this is coming from this higher self, yeah. Why is the Empress here? Six of Wands. Okay. I mean, look at this. I don't know why, but I was like, okay, like, then everything fell down. This guy is definitely into you. With the Empress, and they want to make you attractive for the twin flame. It's kind of as if they're coming and, you know, like they're advising you how to dress so that you're, like, you know, their 3D self finds you immensely attractive. Like, it's almost as if they're telling you, you have to wear this, you have to do this, you have to do this, and then she likes you, you know? It's kind of like, they want you, that you feel with all these Six of Cups energy here, this is, it's almost this friend that is always there for you energy. Yeah, it's someone where you can go to when you're sad. It's someone where you can go to when you need advice. It's someone where you can go to when you have this very warm feeling towards this person. Well, it's not to your twin flame as well, but to this divine counterpart, it's almost as if if you kind of know that they like you. It's kind of like when you have a friend and you know that the friend is crushing on you. So you kind of dress up extra sexy in order to this is this kind of relationship here. It's kind of like, you know, that this higher self is kind of like liking it when you go the extra mile, when you do something extra. What is this? It's so funny. So let's look at the moon. And it says, I will not remain stuck, I choose change. Yeah, with this divine counterpart, definitely. This is someone, also this twin flame could be someone that is really into moving, really into being very explosive, you know, having all these ideas, someone very creative, someone who is a mover, you know. This is not someone who is sitting all day and not doing anything, you know. So, and I do sense, let's see, with their higher self, they are the same. Like here, it's like when you know the higher self, you also know this person. They're not different. What is different though is the admiration. Like I feel here, the admiration comes from the higher self. Yeah. When you feel like you dress up and you wanna that they like you, it's kind of like as if you're doing this actually for your twin flame, but your twin flame might not see that, but this higher self does. Yeah, it's falling down again. Like I was like putting my clothing here, it was falling down. I was putting the box of the cards here, it was falling down. Yeah, this has this connection where you kind of know that this higher self is in love, but they would never tell you. This is this connection, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's get 2 cards for this, for the connection to your twin flame with that. Union, wow. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Yeah. I do sense this could be one of the things where at the beginning this higher self came to teach you, to make a glow up on you, yeah, so that you can glow up, that you can be liked by their real 3D self, you know. It's kind of like you have to do this in order that my twin, like my presence in 3D likes you. You have to do this, you have to do this. And it's kind of by that you formed this beautiful, kind of like a telepathic union to your twin flame as well. And also with the color, with the colors, you see how there's colors? It's like always something different. You never know what happens next with this higher self. It's like, yeah, let love show you how to learn from each other. You learned a lot during this, especially in this twin flame journey with the book here. And I feel what you learned are so many different things that you cannot put it into one frame. It's like so many different things that this higher self has taught you. And you know, this could be, I'm getting in different things. For some of you, you feel that this higher self is your friend. For some of you, you could feel this higher self as your advisor. For some of you, you could have like a more than friendship bond. Or for some of you, you could kind of play along with this, I like you more than I tell you. So it's kind of these relationships. You could compare it to these things in 3D, okay? Because I have to say this, you know, it's different. You cannot really talk about this stuff. Like, how would you talk about this, right? If you can't really see the higher selves. But this is how it feels like, you know, to describe it a little bit, okay? So I hope this makes some sense for you and you could see yourself in this reading. And please sign up to the channel if you haven't yet. Take care, guys. Bye. Oh, hello, my Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful silver glitter. Oh, this is the one when I shake it. It's like... it's glittering everywhere. So... okay, so let's see, guys. What is your connection to the higher self of your counterpart, of your twin flame? Let's see. Let's look into this. Let's see what Spirit throws out. So first card out is, wow, Death card. Very transformational. Very transformational. Let's get more cards in order to know. King of Wands. Fire energy coming through. So your twin flame could be a fire element, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. They could have that in their maybe in their moon. Yeah, because we're doing a moon reading, so maybe they don't have a fire in their sun, but maybe in their moon, or it could be their sun sign. Yeah, your twin flame, that they have this, or you have that very strong. King of Wands is pursuing energy, very strong. Pursuing energy. Death is transformation, bringing something to light, awakening. Let's get one more. And then we have this beautiful see-through potion. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. We see the angel here. I feel your connection is always changing. You never know. For real, guys. This is coming through as, yeah, someone, this is like a, oh my gosh, this is like an on and off connection. This feels like sometimes you want each other and you chase each other and you're like day and night, you're hanging around each other and you have this feeling you're very attracted to their higher self, and you also feel a lot of sexual attraction because they're sending this to you, I'm getting here in. But sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune it like changes, and sometimes you have the feeling they're ignoring you, they're not even there. You know, you don't get any guidance, they're lost, like they're gone, you know. That's like an on and off connection, like for real, guys. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Yeah, like very turbulent. This is very interesting. Can you have an on and off connection with a higher self? It's like sometimes you have the feeling you want them so much and they are always there, like they're guiding you and they're like always there. You have the feeling your twin flame is with you day and night. And then on other days, you have the feeling they're completely gone. Maybe this also explains the wave. Maybe this was, you know, I told you that for Divine Feminines, there was a wave at the moment where it felt like you're not guided and it felt like, as if all the higher selves were gone, you know. Okay, let's see what Temperance. Yeah, oh my gosh. The Temperance card means to come into balance. So it's not balanced at all. Yeah. You see how this beautiful card, in this card, she is mixing the water and the fire together. So this is definitely twin flame energy, right? And we have the angel here. Yeah, sometimes you have this feeling that everything is balanced, everything is going well in the journey, you're moving according to plan, this higher self is taking care of you, and sometimes you have the feeling they're not even there. They're like doing other things than taking care of you. Maybe Temperance, you have the feeling also, what it also could be is that, oh, Spirit is saying for some of you, because I just got it in, I saw a higher self that is jumping between two people. Could this be? That this is a masculine that's moving. Is there another twin flame? There's either another twin flame involved or a soulmate where this higher self is jumping between the two of you. That makes sense because there are two people. You see this? They're like having to jump or having to fire and water. They're having to balance that. So it could be that there is someone else involved where you have the feeling this higher self is not there anymore. So it could be that this higher self is guiding the both of you, your twin flame and you. But then it's the question, where is your higher self? I mean, I would ask the question, like, if I find out that the higher self of my divine counterpart is guiding them and me, then it's the question, where is my divine counterpart? Higher self. Then one higher self is missing. Did they run away? What's going on? Yeah, it could be that this higher self is guiding the two of you. So that's why you have this feeling that they're missing sometimes and they are with your counterpart then. This is really strange. Why is the King of Wands here? Nine of Cups, he's flirting. This higher self is like flirting like crazy. I mean, they're drinking wine here, so they're drinking with you, they're having fun. This comes definitely, this comes across as like someone you meet and then they want to hook up with you, you know, like, and then they're gone, and then they're with their with their 3D presence and they're guiding your divine counterpart, basically. But yeah, I definitely feel someone that is flirting. I mean, that's what this card says. And the King of Wands as well. They're pursuing you. They're flirting. They're like... I definitely have this feeling here. I don't know what they're doing. This could be for real like someone that is acting like an on-off connection. Like they're coming back as if nothing happens and then they're beginning to flirt again with you and then they're gone. What is going on? I don't think your divine counterpart, like, that they have any idea what their higher self is doing. Because if they're guided by them as well, I feel this is a very autonomous divine counterpart that is like running between the two of you. Like, what is this higher self doing? It's almost, it has the feeling, let me look at this with the angel. Oh, because I have the feeling this higher self is like they're working autonomously, like for themselves. Like, what are they doing? Like, can I see the Wheel of Fortune, please? King of Swords, yeah. King of Swords is that they're deciding. They're in charge. They put themselves in. Okay. there's a situation where your twin flame is not able. I don't know. Okay, there are different scenarios here. I definitely have here a divine higher self that is flirting with you, that is taking over the role of your divine counterpart. They're basically in spirit pursuing you, romancing you. They're doing all of the stuff. Yeah. They're doing all of the stuff that your divine counterpart should be doing. And there could be two things to it. And also it could be that one divine counterpart is missing here. Because I do see them jumping between the two of you. So what could be the reason? Well, there could be, I think, two scenarios to why that's happening. One scenario could be because we have the angel pile here. One scenario could be that you're, as sadly as it is, but I just want you to listen, that you have a divine counterpart. And as I told you, a lot of us have more than one twin flame. It could be that this is the higher self of a twin flame that is already on the other side. They have no physical presence. So their divine higher self is basically like them, you know, like spirit. So of course they could work alone. They could work autonomously, right? So that's what I'm feeling here, because I'm do sensing that there is like a flirting, like a romance going on with that higher self. And this is one scenario. The other scenario is that your divine counterpart, because there are these connections where it is like this, where spirit knows that you kind of belong together because you're a twin flame, but your divine counterpart in 3D said no to you. Like they don't want you. And they actively told their higher self, no, I don't want it. I don't want this journey. And they're kind of, maybe they're married, but they have no interest. They're completely gone out of the journey. This is possible, but I do sense like this here, because I have it here, that there's something off with the higher self then, because the higher self always knows when you guys belong together. So because you have a connection to the higher self of your counterpart, it could be that this higher self is completely seeing the things different than your counterpart in 3D. We have an example here where this could exist. Yeah, people have never talked about these things. I think I'm like the first channel where I'm talking about these crazy things. Maybe one day they turn out to be true. But I do sense here someone that maybe, you know, their 3D self have said goodbye to the journey. They don't want it at all. Maybe they're married. Maybe they live their life. They are not interested. It could also be that they have a different sexuality. I just want to mention that because I do think that can happen as well, that if they have in 3D a different sexuality, but you are twin flames, and there is this romance going on between twin flames. It's not really not romance, yeah? So it could be that their higher self is taking over that part because their 3D self is not romancing you, okay? This could be another thing. So one of these scenarios are here, okay? So let's read. Very interesting. Like, what are we finding out in these readings? It says, I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that this is a place, that it is a place of profound learning. Yeah, see how two people with the counterpart is jumping between two people. Yeah, I definitely feel that this is one of the scenarios that I just described. So let's get more information for you and your divine counterpart. Yeah, we could also have here, you know, this could also be the two. This could be here the higher self that is working autonomously, who is in the energy of the King of Wands, who's pursuing you. And, you know, the Wheel of Fortune here has turned, and this could be your actually twin flame that is either in spirit, or they have, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, they have turned elsewhere. They don't want this journey. So please take it as it resonates. It could be two things. Yeah, it says tested. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Okay. So this higher self could also test out Yeah, they could test how much are you into your divine counterpart. Yeah. Interesting. And then we have illusion. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. Okay. Maybe there's also the illusion that they're working autonomously. Yeah. Maybe it's just an illusion. Maybe it's basically that we're thinking here that this higher self is flirting with you and then going to your divine masculine to guide them. Maybe this is an illusion. Yeah. Maybe your counterpart wants to test if you like them or the divine higher self, you know, and they're like, yeah, I do sense here the two of them being maybe in like kind of a competition. This is one of these piles where the masculine could see their higher self as competition because the higher self is flirting with you. So it could be that they test you and say, okay, now we want to know, are you into my higher self, or are you into me? Well, then, you know, but how should they test it? Then they have to come to you. You know, if he wants to test it, then this guy should make a move in 3D. Otherwise, like, how do you want to test it? You know, if you're only hanging out with the higher self, like, how do you want to test then? You know, then you have to present yourself as well, right? Very interesting reading. Okay, guys, whatever this means, you guys know, because I always feel when I do the readings, you guys resonate. You know what I mean with these things. You guys know, okay? So this is all what I'm having. Take care, and I see you again. Bye.